today I effed up getting in front of the nurses in the hospital when I woke up from anesthetic. You guys all sighed like you know that. Did you all do that too?
I thought they made
So
you do that before.
cringy.
Yeah.
You want to discharge? You want to get discharged? You got to discharge.
You got to discharge.
That's so gross.
Here is my honest thing about this. It's interesting. This is a female.
Oh.
Just assumed it was a dude.
Yeah.
That behavior just sounded like a guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a woman.
Wait, I hope that's all.
It's not.
Derek's face when I said this is a female is the funniest thing.
I didn't even think of that as an option.
He went from
no.
this to.
Yeah.
I was like,
that thought never crossed my mind.
because you're like, why would somebody do that in public?
Well, it just seems like women, even if they were under
Anesthesia.
medication, that they would still know better. Like where a guy might do it if he's not.
For sure.
He doesn't
I
even have
agree.
to be.
Huh.
Well, she does start this by saying, I'm going to delete this later. She didn't.
Yeah.
So today I fucked up by masturbating in front of the nurses in the hospital when I woke up from anesthetic. Okay. So
I've never been more involved in a story from that one sentence, knowing that now it's a female.
Me too.
Yeah.
And can I be fair? I've read this 13 times. Like
That's too many.
Yeah.
But I'm so curious about the nuance of what this is because I think it's very interesting and I don't get it. So, okay. So today I had an egg retrieval operation in the hospital as part of an egg donation. This is a surgical procedure in which a needle is inserted into, we're talking medical terms, inserted into the vaginal wall to the ovary.
We're going to build a wall.
Yeah.
That was fun. Collecting mature eggs to be fertilized. While normally you only have one, injections are administered about 2 weeks beforehand to increase the number of eggs. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they were trying to harvest as many as they can when they
Yeah,
get there.
because she's trying to harvest
Donate,
all of her eggs so that she can have a baby.
Is
in
it
the future.
donate or is that no? I think she's doing it as a surrogate, right? Maybe she's donating.
Thought it
them to,
said donate.
Yeah, she's donating them.
A surrogate is when you
Yeah, I
carry.
know that's not what I meant, but you know what I meant. She's donating them.
Donating
I don't
her
think
eggs.
so.
You said she was donating them.
Thought the
Did
word,
she? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Anyway.
I was so turned on by the word vaginal wall that I might have got confused.
Okay, either way. So everything was great until I woke up. For about 10 minutes, I was totally fine. And then I felt like absolute shit. I have done this once before. She must be donating her eggs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're right.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Is that what I said?
Because I'm reading and looking at it it
got
doesn't
you.
compute the same way.
That's
okay.
marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done this once before, but it didn't hurt as bad. It felt like period pain if you were having 25 particularly bad periods at once.
So not that bad, but kidding.
Mike's about to get canceled in the comments for sure.
I know, but that's
Kidding.
really funny that you said that. Okay, so the cramps were so bad that one of the first things I did once I woke up was roll over and throw up.
Okay.
I don't know why that's important, but it was in the story.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You got to read all the words.
Was an IV in my left arm. I didn't want to curl up on my left side on top of it. So I tried to curl up on my right side, but it was very uncomfortable. So I decided to roll into the fetal position. So that means lying on your back.
Can you just do it so we can
Alana.
lying?
Yeah, that's a
okay.
fetal
She's just
position.
lying on her
Right.
side,
Yeah.
Lying on her back.
on her back, and in the fetal
Knees
position.
in the air.
Okay.
Come on, Alana. I'm just kidding.
Wait, lying on
That's
her
not
back, her
fetal.
knees in the air.
I'm joking. You don't do it.
I
Okay.
have a full bladder, but
Knees in the air, up against my chest. This did help with the pain a little bit. She's like, they're all up here. It helped with the pain. When I realized later that this actually was very difficult to do. And so I decided that people could see me. That's what she says. And my backside was entirely exposed.
She's in a cape, probably.
So I wanted the hospital blankets, but they were not that big. And so I'm reasonably sure that while I was laying on my back with a hospital blanket on me, alleviating my pain, I was also displaying my ass and genitalia to the whole attending staff. 3 nurses and possibly others in the recovery
7
room as
doctors,
well.
Yeah.
6 orderlies.
Yeah. 2 people streaming on my OnlyFans.
She said, one of the nurses went to fetch some kind of opioid to help with my pain finally. And while that was happening, I was
Fetching opioids gonna be the name of our next special.
acutely aware of the intense pain in my vagina and my pelvis. And so for the men in this Reddit that don't know, masturbating helps with period pain. Let's pause there for a hot second.
Huh.
It's the
Is
first
that
time
true?
I've heard that. I mean, I've heard
that before.
orgasms can help with migraines.
Yeah.
I have not.
How would you
heard-
know?
Your head
That's
has
not your fault.
Yeah, your head's got hurt for all day.
Yeah.
I have never heard that like having an orgasm helps your cramps.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
I've heard that, and I've also heard that having sex on your period can help your cramps.
Yeah, Derek told you that.
She believes everything I say.
Have you tried it?
You know I'm not a millionaire.
But
You know what helped
when
you
I'm
drive
on my
better?
period, the last thing I want to do
Is have sex, exactly. But then if it's gonna help, I think it's a lie. Anyway, okay. So this has
Research.
Yeah.
It's the only way we're gonna find out.
There is one way we can
Yeah.
find this out.
we'll try it later
Two
on the
ways.
next podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically she says,
That'd be tits up.
I decided that because the pain was so bad, I decided that I'm going to just like rub the offending anatomy to try to reduce the pain.
Who's she offending?
I've rubbed the offending anatomy before. I know what she's talking about.
That's gonna be the name of our next special.
Yeah.
Fetch an opioid and rub the offending anatomy.
She said one of the nurses came in and closed the curtain surrounding me and then told me that he was going to try to get me a second blanket for warmth.
Yeah. He walks in. He's like, "You're a hero for donating those, but you're fucking
Yeah.
disgusting right now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna."
This
When-
is a weird story.
It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
When he returned, he placed it on my body, he covered me up, and I didn't actually know what was happening. To their credit,
It did help.
Yeah.
they took it very well. And they didn't actually say anything to me, but it's possible that they didn't see anything, but maybe they did. They were redirecting their reactions, and the chain of events, they were like not sure what was going on. So they were present for the surgical procedure as well, and they probably would have seen me while I was unconscious, but it's a different thing when I'm awake and touching myself.
I feel like the both the nurses looked at each other and they're like, "We've seen weirder."
Yeah.
And she paid her copay. So let's just let her rub this one out.
I agree. I think if you work in a hospital, you are probably you see
I'm
everything.
assuming
Yeah.
that for
But also,
sure.
she made it sound like she was coming out of anesthesia and didn't know what she was doing.
I
where
thought
she
the
made a
same
very
thing.
logical
Yes.
choice. She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna rub my puss,"
Yeah.
and
Completely
she
agree.
did,
Yeah.
and she did.
And she
Completely
did.
agree.
Sounds like it.
No, 100%.
Wait, did she say if it worked?
She
Yeah,
said,
she
well,
said it.
anyway,
She
now
got a second
wait,
blanket. So
anyway, now I'm recovering in bed at home, and the pain has went away, but the embarrassment has only increased.
do we know if the medication helped or the opioids?
She's like, now I can only masturbate thinking about a nurse coming in and putting a wet blanket or a warm
wet blanket.
or a wet blanket on her. Warm blanket on
A
her.
wet blanket.
Hot blanket, warm blanket.
Hot blanket.
No, she clearly, yes, you did. We're not even a judge's person because it was a today I thought.
Right.
But also,
Yeah.
she definitely made it sound like I didn't know what I was doing.
Whoops.
Like my
Yeah.
fingers were just down there or whatever. She
100%.
was like,
She made it-
She
Yeah.
wrote the sentence, "rubbed the offending anatomy," and I don't even know what that means.
But she did.
I'll show you.
She did act like she didn't know what was going on. Like she woke up
100%.
accidentally,
Put her
like,
knees
masturbating.
chest.
But instead, she was like, no. I made a conscious decision, and they saw me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's weird.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is weird.
that's weird.
And
You
you're not
shouldn't
allowed
have
to
asked the hospital.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to tell you that twice.
I think it's
Yeah.
weird. I have to tell you that
Find it
twice.
weird that I did.
But you shouldn't masturbate in a hospital.
Should not.
Yeah.
Like-
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times.
I don't care. I don't care
Yeah.
what your copay is.
Tell you
I don't
what.
care what your MA or HMO covers.
I can only when I have invasive surgery though. Like that's
That
my
is true.
thing.
Yeah.
Like I need to be.
Oh my God! When he had his hip done, he was just fucking.
all day long. Yeah.
Now he needs his wrist done.